マジ赤い花が変えてるなついの冷たさ眠れない午前2時全てが急速に変わる追い雪での間焼けつくとないの中全てがそう嘘なら本当にどうか頼みね君の首を絞める夢を見た光の溢れる昼坂に君の細い喉が
Blanca Torghost.
「
Meow, meow, meow. I am a cat, meow.
久々の大通り学校中に響き渡る鳴き声と叫び声二人だけの講座になってドキドキドキめいでそれに手が途端に始まった運動会ミスどんなビリビリでロイのネタでかしが障害物レースをヒットショーでゴールしてアイスを食べながら二人でどこに行こう積み上げたアイスについつい
ですか。さあさあどうぞ入ってお茶でも召し上がって。外は暗くて危険すぎは空で朝は来るまで歌って踊って歓迎しましょう。それでは早速準備をいたしましょう。 OK こんな限りはみんなブレイク大セットがない照明クラス分だからフライボンのメインラインもついてかないしから走ってよ。黒いなのだけ一つだねけ一つ足をた一つは違うな未来がねケースに出やしくらいに塗った舞台を踊れましょう。そして素晴らしい本当はまれないもんしげるほどがないちょうだいなそうラップまでに見て花に拍手の海もよろしいか。宴が終わり夜が明けると大変いつの間にやらあの子がどこにいないね耳を澄ましてどんどんと不思議な音一体どこから聞こえてくるのでしょうか。あなたのことでしょう。次の敵が誰かむずいためがしこだったのだった台本がなければ先に進めないわ。 OK みんなで探しましょう。でも一体誰と何のため未来のレジを進んだのでしょう。誰もがみんな誰もがみんな歌ったわし黒い時間は進む舞台は進むだけが髪を左にして削られる生活やで抜いた本当のネタはどこにそした先の敵にわかる連合にはきっと何もないないのでしょう。考えたっていつから何なら待ってくるならしましょう。結ばれたかなすると歌が歌うシーンはどこにあるのでしょう。の力へ知恵褒め怪しい手紙が次の中に落ちるのですそれはなくそれからの旅であなたのじくじさんの中を一回財布の自分鍵見つけた時間を左舞台を進むだというラジオとがめけずに出らしいぐらいに言った映像を撮れました。そして素晴らしいものがないものしびれるものがないと愛は自分が置けばいいものくれさもいいものちょっと待ってちゃんとよくって感じ気をすすって全然月のページも見つかっていないななので今へ行くよ。時間は進む舞台は進む昨晩にキャスが向かいもすべてを左拍手の本当にそうなるでしょう。拍手もらえない気に入ったところで光入れてこれにておしまい。
悲しみの海に沈んだ私目を開けるのもくこのままどこまでも落ちてる日誰にも見つけられないのかな。どこへ向かい何をすればふと差し込む一筋の光手を伸ばせば届きそうだけど波にさらわれて見失ったあれは一体何だったのかな。暖かくて眩しかったも無意識のカウンターイルミネーション嘘つきは誰深海少女まだまだ沈む暗闇の彼方へ閉じこもる深海少女だけが知りたい心惹かれるあの人を見つけたから昼も夜もなかったこの場所何に眠れない夜が続く自由の羽を大きく広げて泳ぐあなたは綺麗でしたそしてまた光は降り注ぐ見とれていたら目があった気づいてこっちを振り返るあなたに嘘つきな私深海少女まだまだ沈む暗闇の
主人引き立ての予算と確かな腕で近所でも評判の娘、そんな彼女の悩み事は愛するあの人の浮気性、私というものがありながら家に帰って気がしない。だけど仕事は頑張らなきゃ、ハサミを片手に一生懸命、肌の形見の最後ハサミ、溶けた時ほどよく切れる。今日も街はいつもの通り穏やかで平和な日常、通りであの人見かけた。隣の女はいたい誰、赤い着物がよく似合う美しい女と仲睦まじく歩くその姿こらえきれず、その場所をすぐ離れたの。だけど仕事は頑張らなきゃ、ハサミを片手に一生懸命、頬を涙で濡らしながら着物の縫い直しに精を出す。街は何やら不穏な空気、何か事件が起こったらしい。橋の前であの人見かけた。隣の女はいたい誰、落ち込んだ様子のあの人に寄り添う髪の綺麗な女、緑の美がとても似合うわ。ああそんなん子が好みなのね。だけど仕事は頑張らなきゃ、ハサミを片手に一生懸命、赤く眼を離しながら帯の修繕に精を出す。街はにわかに騒ぎ始めた。再び事件があったらしい。かんざし屋であの人見かけた。隣の女はいたい誰、年浜いかぬ女の子に黄色いかんざし買い与えて、一体何をしようというの、本当に見境がないのね。だけど仕事は頑張らなきゃ、ハサミを片手に一生懸命、ハサミの色こんなだったかしら、今日の仕事に精を出す。ようやく仕事も一段落した。会いに来てくれないのならばこちらから会いに行きましょう。赤い着物、緑の帯、黄色いかんざし髪にさしてあなた好みの女になったらどう、私綺麗でしょう。今日は街中が大騒ぎ、今度は男が殺された。これで家族4人が全て何者かに殺されたらしい。それにしてもひどい人ね。はじめましてこんにちはなんて、まるで他人みたいじゃない。まるで他人みたいじゃない。だけど仕事は頑張らなきゃ、ハサミを片手に一生 Okay. I'll activate voice right now. Yes, human ghost. Hello. I am now human ghost once more. Hi, Zerandus. Also, I think that the TTS Rita cooldown might be a little bit too long. I'm gonna put it at like 5 minutes instead of 10. Alright. No! I am not the goat. I am a ghost. You goat. Okay, that's funny. I'll allow that one. Also, oh yeah, happy International Asexuality Day to all of my fellow asexuals, if there are any in chat. By the way, if you want this playlist, I can just put it on the Discord. This is like my own personal playlist because all of the like old school Vocaloid songs playlists that I found on Spotify are like were like songs released on 2015 and I'm like, that's not that old. That's not that old. So I had to make my own actual old school, very, very old school Vocaloid songs. Usually ones released at most 2012, 2013. That's like my threshold for vintage Vocaloid. Anything else is newer Vocaloid and you cannot convince me otherwise. Also, sorry about it. Sorry if my voice is a little bit rough today. Right now I am drawing like my own snow Miku, the one that I had thought about for like the Snow Miku 2026 contest. But I actually like just finalized the design on March 10th, which was the deadline for uploading the designs, so I missed it. So now this Hatsune Miku Snow Miku design will only be a fan design, I guess. Ghost Miku. There's already a Ghost Miku. Actually, Project Voltage, the one that did the Vocaloid, like Hatsune Miku, has some very, very cool ghost type Hatsune Mikus that I love. I actually adore ghost and dark type Hatsune Miku. They are so good. Actually, let me just show it right now. Like, look at this! This Miku's so cool! She's even got like the little glitchy stuff and things. There's also like dark type Hatsune Miku, which I also really like. Let me just show it. Like, this dark type Hatsune Miku Haki slaps. Just look at her, it's so cool. I mean, all of there are like different variations, like different artists like were able to like create their own different versions of like ghost type Miku and dark type Miku, but these two are like the official ones, and they're my favorites. They're so cool! I love them so much! Also, I believe that the glitchy parts of Miku are so cool. Also, the fact that they gave her like the little ghost wavy thingamajiggies, that's also something that my character has, but of course you cannot see it, because it's a bust. I get it, Kim. I get you, Kim. I actually forgot that today I had to refill my meds, so I had to go to the store and buy them myself, and I was so tired. I didn't want to do that. Also, like early in the morning, I got a package and I had to pick it up. And honestly, I was like, fuck it. And
went to the apartment complex's like little entrance on my pajamas. I literally could not care less today. Honestly, if humans are supposed to be productive, then why is the bed the most comfortable place ever? Why do I want to be snuggled up every single day and just do nothing? I think humans were meant to be EP, and us being meant to be like productive or having to work is actually just government propaganda. Humans were made to be EP. Question for my rock Vocaloid fans, by the way. Have you ever heard like any new stuff from Kenmu? I don't know if Kenmu has released anything recently, and they were one of my favorite producers. Humans must become one with the bed, so true. That's why I'm a blanket ghost. I refuse to not have a comfy blanket with me at all times. Honestly though, silver lining about me having to get that package is that it was a package that I had ordered in December and have finally arrived. And it's so cool. It's the Trixie Mattel breakup palette. And it's so cute. It's so nice. It's so pretty. I love it. It was worth the wait because it took almost took like 4 months to get here. But hey, it was worth it. I think that almost 5 months actually. Like from the time I ordered it and the time that it actually arrived. It's been 5 months. You should listen to more Vocaloid. This is like what I consider old school Vocaloid. So from 2008 to 2013-ish. Which is what I used to listen when I was a kid. But Vocaloid has evolved so much. And honestly, I may actually be like sort of like an old school Vocaloid fan because I haven't really listened to any songs released during 2018 onwards, and I have only listened to like things from maybe up to 2016, 2017. And then I just like started getting back into listening to Vocaloid, and there are so many songs that I need to like catch up on. Also, by the way, am I beeping? I have to make sure that I'm not beeping. Maybe because the equalizer is super high. Yeah. It's the equalizer, okay. The thing about Vocaloid is that it technically isn't a genre. The thing is that Vocaloid is technically more like the medium of like the music. Because at the end of the day, Vocaloid is just a voice synthesizer. So it is like technically calling all music that have guitar music. And I know that like Vocaloid is like it's so niche in on itself. Like just like how maybe Automaton it's like it's so niche. But Vocaloid in on itself is very diverse because everyone like can do whatever the fuck they want with it. So there are a ton of genres instead of like the Vocaloid niche. I think that's great. I myself have always been more of a fan of the rock side of Vocaloid. I'm not really into much pop. And in fact, you're gonna notice that from my Vocaloid playlist. And since Gumi was like so prevalent with rock at the time and also light rock, like light music, most of that is going to like reflect on this playlist. But right now, Vocaloid, like current Vocaloid is very poppy. There's a lot of pop and EDM coming around. I don't know if there are like any rock producers that are still doing like rock and not pop rock, because Neru is one of them. But Neru has always been like more like pop rock. Battle Royale! Oh my goodness, who will win this time? Oh, we've got a ton of participants today. Bloodlust consumes, so true, Heavy Dragon. Bloodlust does consume. Also, by the way, did you know that Yuzuki Yukari, which is like sort of like the Vocaloid that started like basically talking voice synthesizers, Yuzuki Yukari was one of the first ones that actually had like a talking voice integrated on it. She just got an update, and that's so good. Oh my gosh, there's only 3 people left. Who will win? Let's see who won today? The Battle Royale. Congratulations! Oh, Miku and Luka. Yeah, I also like a lot of Luka songs. I haven't really listened to that much Miku, to be entirely honest. Which is a shame because I do like her voice a lot. By the way, what do you think about the newest Luka and Miku updates? In like the new VSDC Studio, and the Vocaloid 6, like Ultra Pack, that has all of the Kryptonoids. Because I have seen the previews, and to be entirely honest, they all just sound like watered down Miku. And that is very, very sad, because I always thought that Miku and Luka had such fascinating and different voices from the rest of the sort of like Vocaloid niche. Because usually people like the moe and cute voices, but Luka always had like a more mature voice, which I really, really liked, and same with Miku. I haven't heard the new ones huge, but that sounds sad. I like them to sound unique. Yeah, you should really check the comparisons that people made with like Miku and Luka B4 and Miku and Luka B6. By the way, did you know that the first Hatsune Miku song was actually released in 2007? It was technically just like a tech demo, but still. I know that there are some people that are like Hatsune Miku historians that have like all of the Hatsune Miku songs memorized and which one was the first song ever, and I don't remember the name of the song. But I just know that she technically had her first song done in 2007, which was a year before her official release. I believe she was released in 2008. I wonder what brought the person that made this like Eleven Polka cover to just use the Eleven Polka. Because sure, we know this right now as just Hatsune Miku's Eleven Polka, but I believe it's actually a cover of another song. Yeah, I'm sorry to any Giga fans that are in here that are expecting to listen to some Giga in here, but honestly I consider Giga to be like a newer Vocaloid producer. I know he isn't. I know he technically sold, but still, I was a teenager when he started like making music, so that means that he is new. I want to pretend that I am still younger and that I am down with the kids. See, wait, let me just hide the Darken Ghost Miku. They're actually making it difficult to tab in and out. By the way, this Hatsune Miku actually had like some... Oh my god, this song is so inappropriate, actually. Like, there was a point in, like, Vocaloid history that it was just the Wild West, and people made songs about the most insane things ever. This one is one of them. Also, the fact that this is the same person that did like Kokoro Kiseki makes it so weird. But like seriously, Len was violated during that time. Oh yeah, and Kaito was like, they were often shipped together, Len and Kaito. Well, basically everyone was shipped with everyone by that time, to be entirely honest. Again, there was a time in which Vocaloid was a wild west. And I am a little bit ashamed to go back to to check out on those memories, because some songs were insane. People really didn't understand that the internet was forever at that time, I believe. Do not look up the music video for this song, by the way. Oh, that's okay, Kinley. I hope that you have a nice time. I do really love how like boho-ish this song is, though. It is, you could say it is a guilty pleasure of mine because, oh my god, this song is diabolical. But the care game! Oh, this song, even I still continue to think that it's relatively new, but it's not. It's been released at least like a decade ago. But still, it is so new in my mind. Well, not new, newish. Yeah, I feel like I'm sounding so nasally. I guess I should talk about like the concept that I had for this Snow Miku. So you know, like this Snow Miku theme was like Dreamy Patisserie and stuff. Yeah, right? Like, if it came out while I was in high school or older, it is a new song. I don't care, it's already like over 10 years old. It is new to me. Okay, so about this Miku. So the theme for this Snow Miku, or like the Snow Miku event this year, was Dreamy Patisserie, if I remember correctly. And as such, I felt like about creating like this Miku that is sort of like basing it on both like the regular patissiere and chef outfit, but also on like an actual dessert. So I actually used to bake a lot in high school, or not a lot, but I did used to bake more. Now I don't really bake that often. I'm too lazy for the cleanup. But back when I did, I used to do a lot of muffins and cupcakes, usually muffins. And so I thought about like this kind of like muffin that is regular vanilla with berries, like different winter type berries, and it has like a little sprinkle of glazed sugar or powdered sugar on top, kind of like looking like snow. And then it will have like a sort of like sweet jam filling, like again a very jam filling. And while I was thinking, I was like, okay, so how do we add like the teal of Miku? And I thought, hey, well, it could just be like the cupcake liner that it has the teal. And to make it like more wintry, I thought that maybe I could use like those pink strawberries that are very popular in Japan. Let me just get a picture. But there are these strawberry types that are very pale and pinky. And I believe that Japan just has like a strawberry craze. And I thought that would be cute. And then it could be like a combination of raspberries, pink strawberries, and blueberries. And then the main color scheme could be like this cute blue, teal, green, and different like shades of pink. And then Miku's hair to represent like that. To represent like that snow, it will have like that powdered sugar, kind of like degradation effect. Oh, and of course, I wanted to add like a little dollop of whipped cream or chantilly cream to like make it more dynamic. And also because I believe that just like the swirls that you can make with whipped cream can look very, very good. So that was like the concept that I came up with for this Miku. And I thought that she could have like this sort of like combination of both patissiere and magical girl and ballerina. So she would have like this whipped cream, like this, what's it called? This hand mixer. Well, I don't know what it's called, but like the thingamajig that you use to mix whipped cream by hand. So not the machines, but the ones by hand. And it would be a wand, and then she could just use it to like have whipped cream. Yes, a whisk. That's the word. That's the word. She could like have this little whisk that would like materialize whipped cream. And it'll create like cute little swirls. So I thought that would be very cute. Unfortunately, this idea came to me in a dream. And it came to me in a dream at March 10th. Literally the deadline. And since it was March 10th in my time zone, I already knew that it was March 11th in Japan's time zone. So I was like one day late. And the thing is that I had been racking my brain for a Snow Miku design right up until then. I was like, okay, how do we make this like look cute and unique? I didn't want to look at the other entries so that I wouldn't get influenced. But I didn't realize that the deadline was so close, so I was like, hey, let's just like try out different stuff. Look at the shirts, look at different maybe flowers that are winter, that are from winter season. And then this idea just came to me. It was I believe like 3 a.m. in the morning, and it wouldn't get out of my head until I drew it. So I woke up in a cold sweat at like 3 a.m. in the morning. I made the traditional sketch. I colored it, like did like a very rough color, just so that I would be able to like map out the color scheme that I wanted, and then I went back to sleep, as if like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders. Yeah, you know, like how muses are supposed to be like divine inspiration or something. I believe that the Hatsune Miku muse, just threw a cold bucket of water on me during that time. So I thought that the cupcake liner would be like a very cute tutu. Like a very cute tutu concept, because they have those sorts of frills already. And yeah, this is like the Miku that I would have applied with if inspiration hadn't struck me literally the day after. It must have been either both a blessing and a punishment from the gods, because I didn't follow the Hatsune Miku Japanese page, which is where the Pia Pro like news come in. I only followed the English one, and when I finally checked like the Japanese one, it said like, oh, it started from February and it ended on March 10th. I didn't know that it was held so early, so I completely missed it. I just knew, oh, Hatsune Miku's earlier on the year. I should probably like get the theme and start working on it. This is like a lesson, check out the deadlines of contests that you're interested in. But yeah, so this Miku's supposed to have like this very like lifted up tutu. That's like the cupcake liner. Also, by the way, it's funny that these people speak of this like Lolicon song, the Rincha Now song, but honestly it's like very innocent. I checked out the lyrics because I was scared that it was probably like a bad song. But then I was like, oh, it's just like two friends that are gushing over like how cute their other friend is. It isn't really like Lolicon bait, which I'm so glad about. I don't like Lolicon at all. Speaking of like old stuff, like old internet stuff, do you guys remember like the Boku no Pico challenge? Or like the Boku no Pico prank? That was so awful. Oh my god, the Boku no Pico prank actually like probably traumatized me a little. I didn't know that people like that. Hello! I remember people telling each other to watch Boku no Pico all the time when I was anime raps. Yeah, it was like a common prank at the time. And the good thing now is that now the more famous anime that starts with Boku is Boku no Hero Academia, My Hero Academy. So, My Hero Academia. So now at least the first result that comes from people look up Boku is not Boku no Pico. Honestly, that was so fucked up. And I know, I shouldn't like apply cultural anachronism to Japan, but still, I will apply cultural anachronism in this specific case. Bokurano? Oh yeah, Bakura no. But yeah, back then the Boku no Pico prank was super common, and I unfortunately fell victim to it. I was like around 10 years old. I am so glad that it just became, like, forgotten over time. Because the Boku no Pico challenge was actually kind of fucked up. Especially because it was, like, aimed at people that... Yeah, Boku no Pico's a hentai. So people who know, like, they knew that it wouldn't be found in the anime section. But the thing that you need to know about, like, anime piracy sites at the time, because usually anime was watched not through the official places, because the official places were super niche. Like, there wasn't like a Crunchyroll at the time, or if it was like still very early on and people didn't like know about it. I watched my anime the good old-fashioned way, aka pirated, for most of my childhood. So here's the thing, usually anime sites, even though they did have them categorized, the hentai was still in the regular side. There wasn't like any age verification or barring or anything. It's not like you had to like log in or like verify your age or anything. You could just look up Boku no Pico and all of the sites would appear. And sure, it would say that it's a hentai in the category, but the categories usually are like little blurbs of text. And since the Boku no Pico prank is like a prank that people did to like young kids that still weren't like super aware of how genres worked in anime and manga, a kid wouldn't really know what hentai meant. Yeah, anime torrenting. I also downloaded all of my animes back then. Ooh, Baccano was very, very good. I don't remember much of it because I watched it when I was, I think around 12 years old. But I remember it being really, really good. I really like suspense animes like that. And the comedy was great as well. Right now, Radio of Healer is kind of like that taking its place. Ooh. Honestly, I just hope that people are now more aware of stuff. But then again, internet safety has kind of like gone down the gutter for a while now. I'm now seeing kids like publicly sharing their age and where they live and the school that they go to on their social media. Like, baby girl, you shouldn't do that. That is people can look that up and like bad things can happen. I think that internet safety has taken like both. It has both evolved and de-evolved at the same time. In like different ways. But yeah. I was part of the Anmina community back when I was like 17, 18 years old. Because I was like, hey, let's try like this new place. It looks sort of like Wiki. Like Fandom Wiki. And since Fandom Wiki intimidated me at the time, I was like, okay, let's just look at this entry level. This looks like entry level wiki. And I joined this Ever After High fandom group, and the moderator was like this 12-year-old kid. I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna post my OCs. And I didn't really roleplay much, unless it was like with people my age, usually around 16, 17, 18. And this girl, like, I just saw her like post periodically, and she posted like pictures of herself, and then she just like made references to her school, to like her middle school. And I was like, that's the same. And of course, even though I was like saying stuff like, hey, that's not safe, you shouldn't do that, and also, hey, you're 12 years old, maybe somebody using the same emote as you is not actually plagiarizing and stuff. Yeah, she threw the biggest tantrums because a 12-year-old doesn't know how to moderate a community. And as far as I'm aware, she was like actually scared of me because I like pulled her out and stuff. I was like, hey, don't share your images. Don't share your school. Like, I don't mind if your OC's a Mary Sue or whatever, but like, if I'm having a private roleplay with someone and we have a different canon, it's okay that we have like different canons and that your OC isn't like the most popular one in ours. And she was like scared of me because I was like one of the few people that called her out, alongside like the other adults who are like, hey, maybe you're too young for this. But yeah, I eventually left because of course I just felt like, I mean, a place moderated by a 12-year-old is not going to be neither the safest place nor the best place for me to actually find friends. Their internet parental figures, it really did feel like you had like to babysit these kids who weren't taught internet safety. Like, I think that those PSAs, like, sure, about like how every single person in the internet is actually a 40-year-old man in disguise using a voice changer. By the way, I am actually a 60-year-old man using a voice changer right now. But like those PSAs, yeah, they were exaggerated, but they did really hammer the point that you cannot really trust the person that is behind the screen. You cannot really know who is actually talking to you. And sure, when I was like a little kid, I sure did like go into the internet and chat with strangers, but it was like Club Penguin, where you actually had like, there were some Club Penguin servers that actually didn't like allow you to type. It had like different types of like conversation starters and lines already coded in, and you just had to like select the ones that applied the most, like that applied the best. Like, that was my internet experience back when I was their age. And I didn't really like interact with anybody else on Club Penguin. I was like, nah, I'm just here to play the games and get some bubbles. But now kids are like sharing their school. And apparently it's become really popular for like kids in my country to now get to now like have accounts for like their entire classroom, like in classroom TikToks, class Instagrams and whatever. I'm like, guys, that's not safe. Because I have seen like in my FYP, stuff from my country often gets like recommended while I scroll through. And every once in a while I just see like kids from like maybe 9th grade that have like a classroom TikTok, and I'm like, guys, you are doxing yourself right now. Ooh! Speaking of old internet, Kai Yuki was once the queen of horror music. Yeah! Like, be safe! I mean, I don't mind if kids are cringe. Like, kids are meant to be cringe. They're still, like, experimenting and stuff and finding their place in the world. And hey, usually kids' stuff is cringe. But please be cringe safely! Please be cringe safely! Be as cringe as you want, but please do not dox yourself, your full name, location, where you go to school to. Practice safe cringe. Yeah. Remember to use protection when you cringe, guys. Yeah, anyways, this is my Snow Miku. There is a Snow Miku, one of the finalists, that actually like sort of like fits this concept, and this is that's the one that I voted for. And I hope that she wins. She is super cute. Wait, I don't know if you guys have seen the full like Hatsune Miku Snow Miku finalists, but let me show you like the Hatsune Mikus that are right now for the event. Let me see. I'm looking for my old messages. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, it still has a no mic. I started with no mic first because I wasn't really sure if I was going to like put on mic. But then I like got into mic later. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm okay with mic. I think that my voice is like recovered enough. Okay, here's like the Miku designs. There's no Miku designs. So this is like #1 Miku, super cute. It's like a little like macaron patissier. I like it. And she has like the little music and the spoon one. I thought that one was really cute. Then we've got like a more classical patissier Miku. Also super cute. She's got like the little rose and the music notes. I think that one's also cute, and I really like the bunny design on this one. It's super pretty. Now we've got my personal favorite, which is #3 Miku, Blueberry Miku. I really like the little swirls on the hair. Okay, I'll update it like the thingamajig. Yeah, so this is like the Blueberry Miku, and this is the one that I voted for. She is super cute. I love the blueberries, I love the little snow details. I like how she has like this thingy, this little puff, which was like part of like an old design. I actually had thought about giving Miku like this sort of like swirl, like whipped cream swirl. Like this. It's like a little accessory. Wait. Meow 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 meow? Frida? Frida, why are you not speaking right now? Frida? Frida? Wait, why is Frida not speaking? Frida? Frida? This is just like so. Wait.
Blanca Tour Ghost.
Frida is talking. Normally, why is she not working? Oh, let me just take out the delay and see. Maybe it's just not working correctly. But it was working before. Cat got her tongue. Actually, it's Ghost got her tongue. I don't think that cats can get it, their own tongues. Let me see. Hello, Frida? Why aren't you speaking, Frida? Frida? Hello? Frida? I mean, she is there. She's just not speaking. Oh, Frida? Frida? Can you speak? She's got stage fright. No! No! Don't be scared. But she was working properly last time. She was working properly when somebody else got her.
Meow.
See? What? Beige, I think that she just doesn't want to repeat what you say. I think that she just doesn't like you. It is like very on brand for her. Though she is very talkative. It's okay, Beige. Frida hates everyone.
Meow, 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 meow.
Huh. Weird. Oh, when I redeemed a shown one earlier, it took quite a while for it to say it, huh? Maybe it's like the mix-it-up settings that I put it like way too... It says wait 1 second. Wait for finish. Wait, but I was actually testing her. And I was texting her with like the TTS Lord of the Rings speech. Well, I wonder why there's a delay. Let's see. Rita, are you okay, baby girl? Baby girl, Frida.
Meow, meow, meow. I am Frida, and I...
Frida?
Swai, 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 swai.
Swai, 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 swai. Huh. Frida, baby girl, are you okay? I know that it's okay to be scared. It's okay to have some stage fright, but... Oh, it's my internet. Okay, I reconnected. I don't know what happened. Anyways, Frida, baby girl. Technically, this isn't Vocaloid, but I don't care. So, let's deactivate the wait command. But yeah, it was working normally before stream, so maybe it's just a connectivity issue. Let's see, streaming software. Why not? Whoops! Shit. Shit, I deleted something, but I shouldn't have deleted. Okay. Move up. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna paste again a message that Paige sent.
A Blancator ghost. Meow, 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 I am Frida, and I own the stream. Also everything I see. Bye for now. Yes, meow.
Okay, so it was just the internet connectivity issue. Yeah, it was just the internet. Sorry about that. But yes, Frida's a streamer now. Didn't I tell you the only reason why Frida has me is so that I can spread the good word? Hello, Koi, welcome. Hello, everyone. But yeah, Frida's working. Oh my god, Frida, technically, I could do an entire stream of just TTS Frida. That's something that I could do. Okay, now that I know that Frida is actually working correctly and it's just internet connectivity issues, I'm gonna put back the delay. They're like 3 minutes. Nah, 5 minutes is okay. I don't want y'all to spam me with Frida messages. TTS is text to speech. Wait. Oh, okay, so as I was saying, I like this Miku because it's like very similar to the feel that my old Snow Miku design had. I know that the palette is different, but it's the vibes, This is one that I really liked. It's like Strawberry Mochi Miku. She is also adorable. I don't know, should I tell you my 1K dad jokes? It is! We already have text to speech, Frida. No, you missed it. Dang it. It's okay, Beige. I'll help you. Beige. No, not you. This one. There you go, Beige. Congratulations. Oh! No! The wisps! No. That wasn't me! But you won the Star joke. We need Frida dad jokes. That's why I always thought that Frida would have like a very deep, intimidating male voice. I thought that it would be very funny, considering that she usually has like the very soft, super cute meow. But yeah. I wanted to like give her a mafia voice. A mafia voice. But unfortunately the TTS didn't have mafia settings. Yes, Kaito. Cantarella is such an old song. But it still feels like yesterday when I first heard it. But yeah, this Miku originally, like in the original concept, so I wanted her to like have like a whipped cream sort of like design. So, that being followed and finished by design number 3. I can't believe I used to listen to ballads and so forth, right? Saying. Again, I refuse to believe that any song released after 2015 is soul. No, it is new. It is still new, Vocaloid. I don't know what you're telling me. I don't care if technically it was released like 10 years ago. I don't care. Time is but an illusion. It is still new, Vocaloid. And that's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, okay, so TTS rate is working. It's just the internet. I'm so sorry about that, bitch. I sort of like want the 2 to 3 a little bit different. Beat and like more horizontal. But yeah, I really like this Miku design. I'm actually sad, like, every time I see this design, I'm like, aw, this could have had a chance, at least in my delusional mind, this could have had a chance of, like, at least being popular with the masses. Guys, if I was able to actually do a Hatsune Miku design, like the Snow Miku design before the, what the hell is this about? Well, you see, it's just, you're using it wrong, first of all. Obviously. Everyone knows that that is just a part of Long Frida. The NTS ending! I mean, how much do we have before it ends? 2 days left. Great. Perfect. Amazing. Gosh, this song was the song in 2010. It was like the heartbreak unrequited love song back in the 2010s. It was such a good time. Beach! Congratulations on being the most bloodthirsty wisp. Here, I'm gonna give you a reward. You can be on top of the stream for a little bit. There you go. You can be there for a little bit. I still don't know what the hard particles mean, by the way. Guys, would you have voted for my Snow Miku if I had actually, like, been able to apply to it? Would you have voted for my Snow Miku? Or are you a fake fan? Are you a fake wisp? Thank you, Subrangus. You are our one true wisp. Okay, the pigtails are actually giving me a little bit of a... I do really like the finalists, to be honest. They're also different and varied, but they all like do really well in like showing the Patricia and Miku concept, which is really nice. There's like different interpretation of a Patricia, which I really like. Hey, I am just realizing that this sort of makes no sense. But that's okay, it's Miku. As long as it looks like Miku, it doesn't have to make sense. By the way, I do think that this Miku was really inspired by the... I believe it was like the 10-year or 15-year anniversary Miku Music Box figurine. Because it is one of my favorite Miku figurines. I don't really collect figurines, I collect dolls, but if I were to ever like get one Miku figurine, it would be that one, even though it is like super expensive now. Okay, I'm gonna do a small trick. So, first of all, I'm actually going to make this Miku smaller because I think that the hair needs more space to actually work correctly. And I'm going to make like the... just a regular shape. Doesn't need to make sense because it's Hatsune Miku. I want to make sure that it looks like good. Also, I'm not just like going to like add the ribbons right now because they're usually just like lines, but then I add them. But I wonder if people do like Sakura Miku design contests in the same way that there are like Snow Miku contests. I know that Snow Miku is like the fan favorite one, but I've always been weak for Sakura Miku. She's actually been my favorite out of the seasonal Mikus. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope that you have a I hope that you had a nice stream. Also, for anybody who doesn't know me, hello! I am Ghost of the Blanket Variety, but for Aprils and just for Aprils only, I am actually Human Ghost, Hugo for short. I am a part-time illustration. I am a part-time illustrator from Colombia and full-time what? Oh yeah, full-time hunting expert. Whoops, I even forgot my tagline. Right now I am drawing my Snow Miku design that I created literally the day after the deadline because inspiration just is weird like that. Full-time ghost. Oh yeah, because I'm a ghost. But yeah. For the entirety of April, I have actually been revived and I am now a human. But usually, I am a ghost. Blank. Oh, thank you so much for the raid, Cry. You are doing art, right? Everyone, please send me please send me an art task. I think that you are animating actually. So if you have something to show me, you can show through Discord, or let me actually disable like links so that you can also enable links. Send me a link. Am I a ghost or a blanket? Well, that's the question. That is the question. It's like to be or not to be. You finished it! Let's go! Wait, no beige. You're not trapped. You're just in the seat of honor because you won the battle royale. But if you don't want to be there, then I can just like drop you down. What? Don't worry, I'll come back now. Eventually. There you go. But yeah, if you want to show me the finished animation, feel free to send it through Discord. Or, give me a second. Let me deactivate link moderation. Oh, they're disabled, so you can send them. Well, you said that you were trapped. I just didn't trap you. It was actually a place of honor, but you know, potato. Oh, it's for the Chatelites! Yeah, let me just get it in here so that you can see it. Oh my gosh, it's spinning! Look at it go! Look at the Chatelites go! By the way, the Chatelites are actually Scry's chat mascots. They are so cute! I love them! Wait, I'm actually gonna like yeah, let me just like save this so that it can keep me company. I wanted to like keep me company for a little bit in here. It does get lonely. But yeah, Chatelites are such cute mascots. And by the way, actually, it was like Scry's Chatelites that inspired me to make a chat mascot, to make the wisps. So you have like Scry to thank for the wisps. Oh, this was actually a song that we did for the karaoke stream. Yeah, it's so cute. It can be a little bit cumbersome just because, OBS usually puts everything on top, but it's so cute. I wanted to keep me company here. Just like have it spin around. I'll make it so you match. Oh! No! Wait, this like levitation animation is actually a little bit slow, isn't it? Oh, my body is gone. I mean, I know that technically this doesn't affect me, but it still feels a little bit violating, you know? Yeah, the flow could be faster. Let me actually fix that real quick. Mode, editor, head, movement. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Is it like that now? Oh, Sakura Miku. Oh, Sakura Miku is so pretty. It is one of my favorites. Oh, it's because it's like put real high. Okay, yeah. Just gonna put it like 5. Or maybe less. Maybe 2. Okay, and now we can put it at like a higher speed. Expect the hover to be on. Oh my god, that is so funny. Okay, I'm gonna put it like 4. It's because of the hair physics that it looks so funny. But yeah, I think that is hair physics. It's making it look funny. Let me see. Fans. Make it look a little bit smaller. Yeah, like the Y offset, make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Oh! I'm back to normal! Yippee! But yeah, let's just keep the, like, hover like that for now. A little too much hair squish, but hey! Don't you love it when the hair is a little bit bouncy? Like, bouncy hair is super cute. Unsurprisingly, Sakura Miku and Shrimp Miku are my faves. Yeah, I love your Shrimp Poo sticker. It's so cute. Every time I go into one of your streams, I try to at least get one Shrimp Poo in there. Yeah, the hair bounce is cute. Hair bounce is cute. But maybe for the hover, I should probably like have it ignore the physics. Like having the state change be like ignore the hair like the body physics so that it doesn't bounce that much, or disable the wiggle, like disable the usual wiggle that it has. I'll have to work on it better. But yeah, at least now the head when it's beheaded can float. It's like free. My hair is free. By the way, fun fact. I think that I said this in like a stream already, but actually like the ghost silhouette is supposed to be inside my head. It's like a little Easter egg. So you know how my regular ghost avatar is wait, I think that I can actually open it on TNT Tour remix. But I don't wanna. Well, either way. You know how my usual where are you? Where are you? No, my. Oh, there you are. Okay. So you know how, like, this is usually me? This is me. So, if you, like, pay attention to how my head is constructed and to how my image is constructed, you notice that I have very, very purposefully made design choices so that, the silhouette of the ghost is inside my regular, like, human design. That is something that I really wanted to make. Yeah, let's hide my clothes for now. Oh, by the way, Scry! I actually got TTS Frida tour. If you want to have Frida say something in your behalf, you can now have my cat hurl insults at me live on chat. Just like real life. Just like in real life. You can have Frida abuse me as a chat mascot. Okay, so this ribbon isn't actually going to show as much as I thought it would. Wait. What song is coming up next? I put it on random, but this is like a lot of songs. Let me see how big is this playlist, actually. Oh, it's not that big. It's only 113 songs. That's fine by me. Anyways, this song is extremely sad, by the way. Cosmo makes really sad songs every once in a while. And this one is one of them. But yeah, as I was saying, I wonder if there's like a Sakura Miku contest. I'd be really interested in a Sakura Miku contest, even more so than the regular Snow Miku contest. Because she is my favorite Miku variant, especially the new cast rule Sakura Miku that they released. Because one of my pet peeves about like the original Snow Miku and Sakura Miku is that they were basically just recolored Mikus. But the fun thing about like Miku is that she can have like a lot of fun outfits. So when they made like the new Sakura Miku, like have this super cute casual design, I was in love. I was like, yes, this is what Sakura Miku should be. I don't know if she has a contest or something, but still, she's adorable. Let me see if I can find an image of casual Sakura Miku. Oh god, this song is so old! Okay, The Sakura Miku Hanami outfit, that's what it's called. Oh, here she comes. By the way, it's kind of sad that the Good Smile company has... I can only buy figures like through Good Smile US. But because of the price hike. But I hope that they like import more stuff here to Colombia directly. But yeah, this is a Hanami Sakura Miku and she is so cute! Like, this is what I hope that a Sakura Miku would look like. Like, more of like a unique design element other than just like a pink and white recolored Miku. Look at her! She's so detailed and so pretty! I just love like the little details that she has. It is very, very cute. And I guess it's also like very me. Like that's an outfit I could see myself wearing. Oh, let me just add also the red ribbons that this has. The red ribbons are supposed to like represent like the syrup. Like the jam or the syrup that's inside of like the cupcake. Also, I didn't design the bunny because to be entirely honest, I don't care about the bunny. Snow Miku contest is about Snow Miku. The bunny's an extra. He's a paid extra. But yeah, DIOSP or DOSP is like one of the oldest Vocaloid producers. I wonder if they're still producing music, but if you think that you have not heard the OSP song, no you have, because they're just like that iconic and that popular. I wonder if I should just like make like the singular ribbon or like make it into a bow. Decisions. But yeah, the Miku designs usually are like front facing because you know it's supposed to be like for an Android, so it has to be like an Android what's it called, proportions. But my chibis usually are like a lot more detailed. Like if I were to make like one in this proportion, it would be more like a mini chibi. I don't have to like simplify a little bit the design to like have it fit such a small frame. But I guess that's the whole point. Since the Snow Miku design is going to be made into an Android, it has to be versatile enough so that it works in like a very small scale and like a very chibi scale. Yeah, this is like my Snow Miku. This is what my Snow Miku would have been if I had actually paid attention to the deadlines. Yeah, she would have like this very pretty wisp. It's very pretty like whisk wand that she would use to like summon like little dollops of whipped cream to decorate other stuff. And someone know about the shoes. I want her to be on point. But I don't know how to draw on point. This is like decent now. Oh, and I'll just give her like the regular heels that I designed her with, because she's supposed to have like this cute translucent heels.
思いはこれだけの言葉に愛したけど思いはそれだけのことだ
Just remember that I'm pushing my
あれだけあれほどの批判が消えなくなったまだ触れてるはずなのにまずいよ陰で呼んでる何しょ本当だっていいよ戻れないの嵐はまだ怖くなるもんなわかり嵐のままその甘さに溺れないのそんな君がいる
You know what? I'll line up later. I'll just clear the sketch for now because I do want to do some like OCR. By the way, if you commission me, don't worry about the commissions. I am working on them. I just like felt really bad today, so I wanted to do like this casual stream, just drawing stuff that I like to get my mind off of things. You know what I did realize about like the finally snow Mikus that I completely forgot when making my Miku design is that a lot of them have like musical elements to them. But I completely forgot about adding musical elements to my snow Miku. I just thought, yeah, body's here Miku, bet, and made a body's here. Without thinking about like the musical Miku part. I also toyed with the idea of her having like white fishnets with the like whole outfit, but I decided against it. Suppose Miku is a musician, yeah, I guess Miku is supposed to be a singer. I guess. Sometimes she is. Yeah, I completely forgot about it when making my Snow Miku design. I wonder if that would have gotten me like disqualified or something. Yeah, I mean, what is a Miku if she's not cute? I mean, there are Mikus that are not cute, but still, you know what I mean. Well, actually, technically, the Miku that I'm thinking about that is not cute, technically isn't Miku. It's Kalmeka. Oh yeah, what's it called? White strawberries? Yeah, white strawberries. I just want to see how it looks when it's split up. It's just white. It's just like actually white. Interesting. I thought that they would have like at least a little bit of color. Yeah, I'm gonna get a reference picture for this. Yeah, I didn't actually think that the pink strawberry insides would be white. Honestly, that just fits like the spirit of the Miku even more. Oh sure, that reminds me, I never like actually showed you all the original sketch. Hello Freak, how are you? I do feel a little bit bad calling you Freak. I know that that's your username, but still. Hello Freak, how are ya? Wisps. By the way, speaking of battle royales, I have been getting a lot of Hunger Games content. Okay, thank you. I'm glad that you're okay with the song, with me calling you Freak. Oh, so this is actually like the Miku that I created on a Creative Fever. So like this is the original sketch. Let me see the timestamp. It says that this was created on 7 p.m. Wait, no, not 7 p.m. I made it on 3 a.m. But then I like posted it at 7 p.m. I was like, hey, this is like the fake picture. Freak, congratulations! Congratulations, Freak. You're officially the most bloodthirsty wisp. Yeah, it's so cool! I remember back when I was little, I was so obsessed with like live Miku concerts. Because for the time, they were like revolutionary. I don't know if Gorillaz had done the same thing yet, but this was like the first time that I had ever seen augmented reality used in a concert. Like at such a like realistic degree. I get why people, when Miku came to like, I don't remember if it was Mexico or the US, were disappointed when it was just a screen. Because screens hadn't been used on a Miku concert since like very far ago. Oh, but also Freak, by the way, this is like a little backstory, but this Miku design that I'm making, the Snow Miku design, I made it like the day after. Technically it was the day of, but the day after the deadline for the Snow Miku design contest. And then the thing is that all of that time before, I was like racking my brain over like what Miku design I could make. Like, I really wanted to participate on this Snow Miku event, and I was like, I want to draw it, but I don't know what to draw. And then that day at like 3 a.m. in the morning, it came to me in a dream, and I had to like doodle it on a feverish fit of inspiration. Only to then realize, like, once I was lucid enough, that I had actually missed the deadline. Aw, thank you! I did show, like, my favorite Miku designs, like, from the top 6, the finalists, which one I voted for. I also, like, show, like, I really like all of them, to be honest. They're very cute. But yeah, this is like the original like Snow Miku sketch that I did at like 3 a.m. This is like the refined version because I did trace it from like the original. Now I'm just like making a more refined drawing just to like chill a little bit. But yeah, I was also talking about how I really wish that there was like a Sakura Miku contest, because Sakura Miku is actually my favorite Miku like variant. Oh, also, I believe that every Vocaloid should have like their own little seasonal variant. As a Gumi fan, as a certified Gumi enjoyer, I think that Gumi should take autumn for herself. She should have like autumn Gumi, fall Gumi, and it'd be very, very cute. In fact, there is an equivalent to Hanami. That's for autumn, for watching like the leaves. I believe the ginkgo leaves. Fall. My favorite Miku is the fall. Technically, she is a Miku. You could say that your favorite Miku is Neru. Neru is actually a Miku. As well as Yoane Haku. Gumi clothes are good. Gumi's so good. I fucking love Gumi. She's my favorite Vocaloid actually. And I actually have her. I have Gumi English before. I just haven't been like really confident on using it. Because even though I do have like good pitch, I have like intuitive relative pitch. I kinda really like recognize poses. Also, thank you for the hydrate on the posture check, Leo! I really need to add like the skeleton sound effect to the posture check. And speaking of Minecraft, I have been playing a lot of Minecraft in like Tiny Sips' server, which is a fellow streamer. She's a bad streamer, and she made like a Minecraft server. And I have been playing on it like religiously ever since I got access. Well, not religiously, but I have been playing on it often. And I'm honestly not beating the hacker allegations because I have already found like 5 shipwrecks, 1 mine shaft with a notch apple. I have a notch apple, and the underground city, which by the way is fucking terrifying. I shot myself when I went there. Quite literally shot myself when the warring killed me. And also the blindness effect on Minecraft, since I had never experienced it before in different versions, was terrifying. I hate not seeing. I hate not being able to see. Also, Leo, what time is it in your time? It's like 10 PM, right? I mean, 10 PM isn't exactly like super late, I think. It's relatively early still. It's early, but I also have the sleeping schedule of an old man, so true. Then again, my dad is technically an old man, and he falls asleep at like 3-4 AM. He sometimes still does all-nighters. He's an old man, but he is built different. Father Ghost is actually quite the weird case for old people. My mom is actually an early sleeper. And in fact, they actually have to sleep in separate rooms. We are like the three verse from Goldilocks' story. My parents started sleeping separately because their sleep schedules clashed so much. Because my mom is an early bird and she's a very light sleeper. But my dad is a very late riser and a night owl, and he is a heavy sleeper. So when my dad went to sleep, like went into the bedroom to sleep, he would wake my mom up. And my mom wouldn't be able to like go back to sleep easily, so she would like stay up all night while my dad just was able to like go back to sleep and slept like a log. So they decided once my sister moved out and we had the free room. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the donation, Freak! That is so kind of you! Thank you so much! Also, an ad is about to start. It takes a little bit, but the ad is about to start, so feel free to take your time to stretch and do whatever you need. Oh, this is actually the cover of Candy Addict, of course. That's okay. But thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Also, perfect. This works great for the CSP phone. I was so surprised when I found out it was so expensive. Yeah, basically this Hatsune wheels are supposed to be like sparkly and go from an ombre of like red to white. Like sort of like blazing. The candy blazing, not the other kind. Yeah, this is sort of like the base colors of my Miku design without like the funky stuff. I was a little bit worried though that maybe the designs that I did here for the inside of the doll would be difficult to like recreate on a figurine. Because, you know, that's something that you have to think about if you are like participating on a Miku design contest. How will this translate to like a Miku figurine? Man, Yandere songs in Vocaloid just aren't made like they were before. Yandere songs in Vocaloid were also very insane back then, but now they're not as insane as they should be, and I think that we should come back to that. And you know, the funny thing is that people don't know this, but there's actually like a canon Yandere Vocaloid, which is Mayu. And she is also one of my favorite Vocaloids of all time. I love her design. She's adorable, and the fact that she's a Yandere and has like a very nice voice, I just really liked it. I think that her most famous song is the one from Utatate. But I was sad that she wasn't like used to her full potential. Oh, this is like another full course Candy Hearts Addict? Yeah, this is a different full course for Candy Addicts. Oh, is it? Yeah, still. Full course for Candy Addicts is a really, really good song. I really like it. And I wish that there were more like old Vocaloid songs on Spotify. I had to skip like very iconic songs just because they weren't there. Okay, now time to work Snow Miku magic. Yes, I won! I am so good at this. I don't think that I even jumped, but it's okay. I am so good at it. Oh shit. Yeah, basically this was supposed to be have like this like frosting white on top. Like make her look like she's a frosted cupcake. First, I think I have this. See, wait, where's the? There it is. Visualization. Like this. I would have wanted it to be like pulverized sugar, like a dusting that you do when you use a brush and you flick it to get this effect. Would have been very cute. Of course, she would have had like little icicles in it? I don't know what's the best way to say it. It is so funny because Matryoshka, it is a very iconic song. I think that every Vocaloid fan has already like heard it at least once or has at least known about it. But what people don't realize is that Kenshi Yonezu, so the guy that did the opening for the Chainsaw Man anime, and also the guy who also did the opening for Boku no Hero Academia, and the one that also made like songs for Shin Ultraman, he's the same guy. Kenshi Yonezu and Hachi, the Vocaloid producer, are the same person. And honestly, I am so glad that he is still making music. Because by God, I love him. I love his songs. Both the Vocaloid and his solo career ones, they're very, very good. He's a very good songwriter. I love how, like, I don't want to say odd or quirky, but like their songs have like this very specific style that is very recognizable to me. Or at least that's how I feel when I listen to his songs. Like, I know when I'm listening to a Kenshi Yonezu song. Or a Hachi song. Yeah, this is Snowy Food! Yippee! Or my Snowy Food! I think I have the dual parts fresh. Oh yeah, this one. This one I think is good for like little extra shines. Oh shit. That's weird. Should be applying it. Oh, it's like a weird effect. Huh. Interesting. So it made it grayscale. Oh. Oh, it's because it has a color variation. Oh, that should make it like the regular color. Okay, that's good. Yeah, like little sparkles. Make it look like it's a sparkling. Ooh, another classic. And it's the original mix too, it isn't the remastered one. By the way, have you guys like listened to the entirety of the Evolution Chronicles? Because I know the entire lore by memory. And the lore of this, like, whole entire music series is insane. And the fact that it just started with a song about an evil princess is so iconic. Like, this is the start of everything of the entire series. Not like chronologically in the story's timeline, but as in the song that started it all, that made like Malfi realize that, hey, I actually want to expand into the storyline. Ooh, Mekakushiri actors. I actually followed like the Kagero Days entire like music series before it even became a manga. I have the first volume of the manga, in fact. So, yeah, I have the first and the second volumes of the manga. I did also watch the anime, and I was so excited when the anime got announced. But yeah, Malfi's universe, Evil's Chronicles universe is huge. It's like 1,000 years of history of both like the creation and the end of the world. And he has like movie, and he has like novels and manga, and of course the music. Like, most of his albums are just about the Evil's Chronicles and like the different perspectives of the people who lived in like that 1,000-year timeline. And I know the entire timeline by memory. That is, instead of like being the autistic child that focused on like maths and physics and trains, I focused on Evil's Chronicles by movie. And Kagero Days as well. I also know like the entire lore of Kagero Days by memory. Oh, you only after you watch the anime. Yeah, many people got introduced to Kagero Days. When the anime like got published. But did you know that actually it was like one of the very first like Vocaloid song animes that were released? Honeyworks actually has also like its own anime OBS and stuff that were released like before Mekakushiri Actors, but it was like the first time that a full-on series was created thinking of like a Vocaloid song series. I still think that maybe creating an entire anime about the Evil's Chronicles would be amazing, but it would be a huge undertaking. Because again, the timeline is 1,000 years long. And also, Mothi has been very, very careful and very, very meticulous with his planning. And he has written like stories, side stories, backstories, and like lore for every single one of the characters, from like the smallest side characters to the protagonists of the story. So I cannot imagine how somebody would be able to adapt that. Yeah. It's like creating like a show for the entire Lord of the Rings lore, which is also huge. Or creating like an entire lore series about like both Star Wars, because I know that Star Wars has like a very, very rich lore. Beside the movies, they also have like their own novels and stuff. Oh my god! Wait, is this like the off-vocal version? Oh, this is a not-vocal version. Or a cover version? Yeah, this is a not-vocal version. didn't know that this was the instrumental. I'll have to check if there's actually like the vocal version somewhere. No, I actually think that only the vocal version is on Spotify. Wait, are these like triple back uploads? I wanna check. Oh, this is also another instrumental. What about this one? Okay, another instrumental. What about this one? Sensei! Oh yes. This song is so good. Did you also know that this is Love Colored What by Asabi? Sure! This is actually Toho cover. Let me just look at the Japanese name because it appears as in Japanese and I don't know enough Japanese. Ooh, Toho Bossa Nova albums are so good! Toho Bossa Nova is so good in general. I really love... Little Beautiful. Okay. Little Beautiful. In Square? Yeah. By the way, I have already said this like on the Discord, but Saturday I got humbled so much by the new Japanese academy that I'm attending. Because so I was taught by my Japanese teacher who is from Nagoya for like 3 years. And my grasp of Japanese was pretty okay. And Tiny Little Arcan, tell me that's such a good song. Yeah, I was taught by this Japanese teacher, and my grasp of Japanese was pretty good. At least I believe it was pretty good. I could like have like very simple conversations with, like, yeah, it did take me a little bit, but within the 3 years I was able to at least understand the gist of conversations and sort of communicate. But then like Saturday, I had like the intro class, and they put me in like a very beginner's class. And then I got like pulled out to be like, hey, So we know that you're a little bit advanced, you know a little bit of Japanese, so we're gonna ask you a few questions and see what your Japanese level is. And they asked me to like write some stuff and like simple conversation, and it felt like a button was turned off. Like something got turned off in my brain because suddenly my entire knowledge of Japanese just disappeared. Suddenly, I knew no Japanese. Wait, hello? Hello? Wait. Oh, okay, now it's working again. I don't know why it wasn't picking up my mic. But yeah, my entire knowledge of Japanese just disappeared the second they asked me to like, hey, you say a simple sentence in Japanese. And I was so embarrassed. And when they asked me to write some stuff in katakana, suddenly my entire katakana vocabulary absolutely gone. I couldn't remember the most basic ones. And now I remember them. Now I do. But because of the nerves, I completely forgot. And they were like, oh, so you don't really know Japanese as well as we thought. But still. And also, I was like making like really, really basic like introduction just because of the nerves. I really wasn't able to like string stuff together. And they were like, well, your Japanese teacher, they like said like this thing like, oh, your Japanese teacher is from the countryside, isn't he? I was like, oh, well, he's from Nagoya. And they were like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And I felt so bad for my teacher. I was like, I inside, I felt like I have disappointed my teacher, even though I had been learning Japanese for like 2.5 years. And I was like, I promise he's a good teacher. It's just that I forgot. I'm sorry. I was like, well, yeah, he's from Nagoya, but what does that have to do with anything? He's very nice, and he taught us a lot of Japanese. It's just that I'm stupid, and I forgot about everything as soon as I got asked about it. And they were like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So like, it's okay for your Japanese teacher to talk like with a country dialect, but not for you because since you're Colombian and you're a foreigner, Japanese people don't take foreigners seriously unless they talk like very formal Japanese. And I was like, my Japanese teacher was nice to me. He even brought me like omiyage from Japan. And he said that I was good. And I actually was able to like hold conversations with him. Like, yeah, small conversations, but we were still able to hold like conversations together. But it's like 6 months without learning any Japanese just somehow made my brain turn off in that moment. I felt so bad, like I promise. Asai Sensei is a good teacher, I promise. I promise. Please. Ah, this is such a good song. Also, why aren't you reacting? Didn't like... Hello? Oh, I think that it might be like the mic connection. That it doesn't get it picked up. But yeah, I felt super bad. And I was like, Asai Sensei! Asai Sensei is a good teacher! And then they asked me like what kind of like book we used for Japanese classes. And the thing is that he actually like gave us the photocopies of like the chapters that we needed to use, but I know the name of the... Yeah. Hello? 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 Actually, fun fact, people say that I am like deceivingly scary. Yeah, so I hadn't been practicing like Japanese for a whole semester because I stopped well, I technically graduated university on December. I handed out my final project. I still need to like pay my grad rights and need to do like the state exam or the country exam that I have to take to like get my diploma and stuff. But since I have been off classes for like 6 months and I was taking Japanese classes in my university, I wasn't really practicing Japanese. And oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed. I felt so bad because he is really a good teacher. He teaches us a lot of Japanese, like day-to-day Japanese, and he has us like speak Japanese from day one. And sure, he did let us use romaji, but like I know that it's not like the most like common way of like learning romaji. But when you are still learning like the basics of phonetics, it is good to like at least have like a little reference of like the romaji meaning of the words. He didn't let us use romaji, but I still like put the romaji references on like in my first beginner classes, because they asked me to look at my notebook and I was like, oh yeah, here's my notebook. And they're like, oh, your teacher let you use romaji. No, he didn't. I just wrote it for reference for myself. It was seriously the most embarrassing moment of my life. Every time I tried to learn Japanese, I would learn the kanas and then lose focus for a month and it all focus out again. Yeah, I have hiragana and katakana down 100%. I am okay with hiragana and katakana. But then when they asked me to like write McDonald's, I completely forgot every single katakana. And I can like do it from memory right now. Like if you ask me to write McDonald's, I can just be like Maku do na do. Oh. I don't know. I don't remember if this is normal. I think that this is correct, but either way. Yeah, Su and Tsu are actually difficult for foreigners. If you don't know like the phonetics. That's actually also difficult for us too in Colombia, because we don't have the Tsu phonetic in like our vocabulary. Wait, let me actually check if the McDonald's I wrote is actually good. Okay, no, I actually did McDonald's. McDonald's is like this. But still, like I know my kanjis, I know my katakana and hiragana pretty well. And then they asked me to like write sakka. I was like, okay, sakka, that's easy, that's... That's sakka, but I forgot how to write this as well. I completely forgot. I was throwing blanks. Oh, zu and ju. As in like Chinese? I don't know much Chinese, but I have a friend who is Chinese and she struggled a lot learning the language. At least the written language, because she can speak because her parents don't really know Spanish that well. But yeah, I felt like I had like disappointed my teacher when I did like that mini exam. And they're like, and they were also like, okay, so you actually like just write your kanas however you like. You don't know like the proper order. And I'm like, yeah, that is true. I do not know how to write the proper order. But the reason why... Yeah. Zu and zu. Well, they're both the same actually. At least I was taught that they were homonyms. Oh yeah, I have seen that one. It's very funny. And they actually do skits like that very often. But the reason why I never really learned like the writing order of kana is because I am left-handed. And the writing order of kana is usually made for right-handed people. Yeah, it's so funny. Like when the guy was teaching like the difference between tsumetai and samui, because the guy said like, okay, what's like the word for cold, and he said like, sometimes it's tsumetai, sometimes it's samui. Yeah, they were so strict about the line order. But the thing is that the line order was made specifically for right-handed people. So they start like the lines in an order that is just so unintuitive for me. And here's the thing, and I guess I don't really blame my Japanese teacher. Like, yeah, he did not enforce stroke order on me, but it's because the first class we had, like the first Japanese class, when we were just like learning the basic kana and stuff, when he first saw me writing, he was like, why are you writing with the wrong hand? Why are you writing with your wrong hand? Why are you like writing with your left hand? He legitness had never met a left-handed person in his life. And fun fact, my Japanese teacher is 1 year younger than my dad. So remember the story I told about how my dad was like from a priest school. He like took his primary school at a religious school, and they tied his like left hand so that he wouldn't write with his left hand. So my Japanese teacher is the same age. And so apparently he didn't know that people could write with their left hand. I was like the first person he saw that was like left-handed. And one of my classmates had like to explain to him that they're left-handed people. You got the left-handed yokai possession. Sumaranai. Oh! Wait, what the fuck did... No! No, it's okay. The clip is the, it was a Rengus' clip. Well, I mean not to Japan, just to my teacher. He's from the country... well, not the countryside. Honestly, I don't think that Nagoya is a countryside. But still. It was funny to know that my poor teacher had never seen a left-handed person in his entire life. So he never really enforced stroke order with me, like he did with the other class, with my other classmates, because he was like, "Oh, you're left-handed? Shit! How can you write? How do you write with your left hand?" And so, poor Asai Sensei got like strays from my own like incompetence. You can learn Japanese. I'm sorry. Sorry, you have to be right-handed to learn Japanese. I'm sure that their like left-handedness is more like normal in Japan now. I'm sure that people now just see a left-handed person and are like, oh yeah, neat. Especially because in Twisted Wonderland they have like the character profiles, and they have like, oh, this person is right-handed, this person is left-handed, this one's ambidextrous. So they obviously know about right and left-handedness. But my teacher, he's like from the same generation that got taught that left-handedness is a curse from the devil, or that it just is like the wrong way to write. So now, they told me, okay, so if you want to get like caught up with the rest of your classmates, you have to learn stroke order. That is like imperative for you. And up until you learn stroke order, we're not going to put you in a more advanced class, because no wonder you have struggled so much like with memorizing kanji and writing kanji. It's because you don't know stroke order. And you should know stroke order. And apparently stroke order is super important, so... Yeah, I'm not even going to lie. I am very bad at memorizing kanji. I can recognize them. Like, if I see a kanji in a book, I'm like, oh yeah, this kanji is so-and-so kanji. But if you like have me write like the kanji for, let's see, a kanji that I'm supposed to know, but that I don't know. Like, out of the top of my head. Like, if you ask me to write the kanji for south, I wouldn't be able to write it. I would recognize it, but I wouldn't be able to write it. So yeah. That is like something bad. But they told me, hey, it's probably because your stroke order is shit. So, this coming week, I'm actually like going to get in contact with like the admissions office or like with the academics office, and they're going to put me in like I don't know what it's called, but like nivellation or catching up classes, so that I get like the stuff that I don't know reinforced, and they know more or less where to place me. Because of course I already know the basics. I know how to do conjugation. I know past, present, future, present continuous, past continuous, all that kind of stuff I know. And I know how to do formal Japanese and casual Japanese, which is like desmastai and jodai. I know them both. And I know that. The problem is that I don't know if I'll actually be able to do that in front of a person. I don't know if my social anxiety will actually allow me to show that I actually do know some Japanese, that I'm halfway decent. Welcome back, Koi! How was your break? I hope that you were doing okay. Doing whatever you were doing. I think I'm even worse. I've read a ton, but I basically haven't practiced writing. Yeah, same. I practice talking and listening a lot, but when it comes to writing, I actually like had the initiative of like trying to have like a daily diary in Japanese. Yeah, no, I ditched that super quick. I realized I am not advanced enough to do that. I can do sakubun though. I can do like very simple sakubun. Hihi, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, koi. Welcome. Welcome. But yeah. That's a story about how I actually may have actually ruined the reputation of my Japanese teacher. I can write on my phone, but I'd be hopeless on paper. Same. I actually still do like a little cheating, and every time I don't remember a kanji, I just pop in the word in my phone, just like to get a little reminder. Ghost and their left-handed adventures. Yeah. Who would have known that being left-handed actually could be like such a weird thing in hindsight? That's okay. That's okay. It isn't the first time, and it won't be the last. At the end of the day, this human version is pretty feminine. ダメだ、私は女子です。We have translated one line of Confessions of a Running Girl. Let's go. I only know one sentence in Japanese speech. こんにちは、私は恋です。I got 日本語上手 once, and I just leave. So true. So true. I know that usually Japanese people are patronizing when they tell you like, oh, Nihongo jozu, but I get so happy. I'm like, yes, thank you so much for telling me my Nihongo is jozu. Thank you for telling me my Nihongo is jozu. I am so happy that you at least think I'm halfway decent. Even though you still insist on speaking in Spanish with me because you know I'm not the best. I appreciate that. But yeah. I'm gonna like hit up the books, like the old Japanese books that I have. So that I can like get caught up. Thank you, Nihonjin. Arigatou gozaimasu. Totemo shinsetsu desu. Also, they were like, oh, we actually have our own books. We don't use like printouts. I was like, I mean, yes, our teacher uses printouts, but it's because the book is fucking expensive. And they asked us, oh, do you not remember like the book that you used? And I was like, oh, we use printouts of like the chapters and stuff. But the thing is that the book's title is actually on the printouts. So I need to actually be like, hey, actually, yes, they're printouts, but actually the book is Shin Nihongo no Kiso. It is Nihongo no Kiso, and the kanji book. Shit, I don't remember the name of the kanji book, but still. Hiro. Kimi no chinsei wa chisai desu. Sore wa kanashii. But yeah, I need to redeem myself. Not for my sake, but for my teacher's sake. I need to show them that he was actually a decent teacher. Just come back art. Literally. I need them to understand. It's not that my teacher was bad. It's that I'm socially anxious and also very finicky about the way that I learn stuff. Also, again, I fucking love my Japanese teacher. He is such a sweet old guy. And he is so nice. Every time he comes back to Japan, because he comes back to Japan like every vacation for university. So every time like a semester ends, he goes back to Nagoya. He brings the entire class like omiyage. And when he knew that my birthday was up, he actually like brought me like a special omiyage. He brought me some chopsticks. And he also brought me like a little Totoro towel that is like officially licensed, and it's so cute. And when he learned that I like stickers, he also brought me like a little sticker sheet. He brought everyone sticker sheets, but since he knew I liked Sanrio characters, he brought me like a Sanrio character sticker sheet. Like, that's so sweet. That's so nice. I gotta like restore his honor with my new Japanese academy. Because he was such a good teacher. And yes, I know that my speaking is very casual, but that's because my teacher allowed me to speak like Jodai with him. Because he knew that it was like easier for like foreigners to like speak Jodai rather than Desmastai. Yeah, I need to restore his honor, like for real. Oh yeah, I'm into Sanrio, but I'm into like the characters that are technically Sanrio but aren't like put in like the Sanrio like stuff. So my favorite Sanrio character is actually Gudetama. I love Gudetama. And I hate how little merch he gets. Because I love that little depressed fucker so much. Also, did you know that Gudetama is non-binary? Like, yeah, he uses male pronouns, but his biography says that he is neither a boy or girl. It's just an egg. And honestly, same. Fucking love Gudetama. I have like a Gudetama backpack, and the zipper doesn't work very well anymore. But I have already bought the replacement zipper because I am not letting go of that Gudetama backpack. I also have like a little Gudetama, like those little Gudetama squishies, and one was actually a gift from a friend, and that was like the first one that I got, like my first Gudetama merch, because I had never been able to like get merch here in Colombia. And like I used it ad nauseum. That poor Gudetama squishy has its head like it's been completely dropped off from how much I used it. And then I actually got like the full, not the full collection. I think that I'm using just one of the squishies. But I got all of the squishies and they're on display. And I have never dared to like touch them because I don't want them to get discolored. They're my little Gudetamas. I don't want them to be discolored. But yeah, when Miniso actually launched here in Colombia, when it first came in, they had Gudetama merch, and I was so happy. I was so happy that we got Gudetama merch, and that's where I got the backpack. But ever since that one Gudetama launch, we have not gotten a single Gudetama item ever again. And I'm so sad. I mean, I am glad that Pochaco is getting more items. But by God, I need Gudetama. And I need him now. It's also sad because since Gudetama isn't really part of the main roster, it means that he'll never like be able to like get as much like recognition as the others. But come on, a neck that has depression is like the perfect character for this generation. The depressed deck is like such a relatable character that I don't get why he isn't more popular. But yeah. My other favorite character, and this is actually a new one that was released in like 2023, is Hanamaru Obake. So Hanamaru Obake is like super new. And he's actually a little ghost. It's like a little bird ghost. And this little bird ghost is like based on... Oh, here's like a picture of Hanamaru Obake and Gudetama together. So cute. But it's like a little ghost. Like a kind of like bear type of ghost. And the whole thing about Hanamaru Obake is that it is based off of like the Hanamaru that is used for like giving full marks or like giving the okays for like assignments in school. So when you're in Japanese class or when you're like in class or something and your teacher is Japanese, you're like hi like XXXXX, hello, text. And when you get like full marks or something, instead of like doing a check like this, they actually do like this. And that's what Hanamaru Obake is like based off of. Oh, so cute! I love Hanamaru Obake. Also the fact that it is a blanket ghost as well. Like, I gotta support like my kind. So yeah, Hanamaru Obake is also one of my favorites. Yeah, actually I don't think this shouldn't be anything. He is just like me for real! And that's why I love him! I am Hanamaru Obake's 100. I am Hanamaru Obake's biggest fan. And well, since he's super new, he doesn't have that much merch. But he did place pretty high on the newest Sandio poll. I believe that he was in the top 50. So we might actually... Oh wait, he was actually 14th place. Damn, so top 20. So I'm pretty sure that he's going to get more merch soon. updating it. I wanted it to like be more expressive and to look better at like a small scale, because I think that it doesn't show that well when it is at a small scale. And now that I have like a little bit more experience with doing emotes, I think that this would be like the prime time to update some emotes. Especially now that I have like a little bit more experience thanks to the experimental missions. I like to update some that I wasn't like super satisfied with before. I'm going to keep a lot of them though. So like, let me check my commissions so that you can see like the commissions that I did, because I haven't posted them publicly. I have been doing a little rehaul, and I want to like get a nice like commission like showcase setup, the ones that they have on Legion. And I need one for emotes, because of course emotes are too small to like have them all in one place. So this is actually the emotes I did for Puppy. So like as you can see, it is like way more detailed, and it has like a lot more. A better understanding of like contrast and how emotes work than the first emotes that I made. One good thing though about like my character is that since it is so simple, I am able to actually wait, am I tripping or can you not see the shadow? Can you guys see the shadow of the heart? But yeah, as I was saying, since my character is simple, I can make emotes easily and make them readable easily. But once I got commissioned more complex characters, I was like, oh shit, actually I need to like get my shit together and work on creating like better emotes, like more readable emotes. Because even though these emotes are readable, there are some of them that aren't as readable as I thought. Yeah, the shadow to the right to the heart. It's just that my screen isn't showing it, but I don't know if it's... Well, my second screen isn't showing it, but I don't know if you guys can see it through stream. My screen is like fucked up, so I haven't been able to calibrate it correctly so that it matches my tablet's screen calibration. Oh, thank God. That's actually very good to know. But yeah, I want to like better the emotes that I wasn't fully satisfied with the first drop, and I also want to add a couple more. I have already showed this to like my subs in the sub chat, but here are the ones. So we've got Nerd Ghost, we've got Ghost Blanky, which is like a must since well I am a ghost. We've got Frida Fleeting, you know, when you want something really badly. And we've got Frida Sus, which is based on like the homophobic dog meme. Yeah. The thing about monitorers is that since they're from different companies and there isn't like a regulation or an industry standard of how colors should look on a screen, or how the pixels should like work to create like the images on the screen, screens are never going to look like the same. The color calibration is never going to be the same. And even though as an artist that is the absolute worst, color calibration and color calibrating screens is the bane of my existence. I understand that the reason why color calibration is so different is because since they are manufactured by different companies, it is very difficult to like have one standard because light obviously is such a finicky thing. Also, another thing that I noticed is that in 4K stuff, 4K setups are usually like ultra saturated, like extremely saturated. So things that look normal on a regular setup are going to look almost neon on a 4K setup. Because apparently 4K means neon in some places. Oh, this is such a classic. But yeah, the thing that I dread the most about getting a new computer or a new screen or whatever is actually color calibration. Because it sucks. And there are pages that actually like have like guides for color calibration so that they can get the closest you can to like a true to life setup, which is very important if you like do stuff in CMYK, so that the colors that you see on print are actually the ones that you use in your drawing program. But even with those guides, you will never get like a perfectly calibrated screen. It's just not possible due to said like industry and manufacturing stuff that I talked about. So I usually tend to make like the calibration as closest as I can to my phone. My phone is a little bit colder than usual, and I know that, so I take that into account. So I use like the website that I use for color calibration, and then I use my phone. Why my phone? Because while my phone does have like a very bluish tint when you go into the camera, when it comes to RGB colors online and on websites, it is the one that is truest to like the other screens. It is like a happy meal. So my tablet is calibrated taking that into account. And the same is for like my computer. Even though this computer, I was able to get pretty close to my tablet and my phone's colors with my old computer, which had like Intel graphics card. But now that I have an AMD graphics card, I don't know why, but switching colors on Windows 10 has become such a hassle. And again, it's because usually more vivid means neon-y colors, and I as an artist do not want my colors to be like artificially brightened by screen conflicts. I want to see the colors to the best of like my abilities, and that happens a lot with gaming laptops. That brighter means like more neon-y, and it is a hassle to actually get a good color calibration. I mean, I also know that Windows and Intel are like very close. So I know that Intel graphics actually work better on Windows instead of like AMD, just because they are business partners, and so usually Windows benefits them the most. But it is sad that like that kind of like nepotism actually affects me as an artist, and I'm sure that it affects graphic designers and anybody who is like on the same medium that I am, that works on the same kind of like visual medium. So that is something that I just like have to work towards or like work around. It sucks, but at least I can trust my tablets color calibration. My tablet's color calibration is very, very accurate. Yeah. AMD is made for gamers, so the colors are not going to be calibrated, taken into account like an artist that needs like that very, very accurate color. It is going to be made for gamers and for people who like watch movies and use like their computer for AAA games, so they want their graphics to look very bright, very cool, very vivid, even if it isn't like exactly true to life. Because of course, movies and video games usually are more saturated just to make them more appealing. But that actually does hinder artists if you get like an AMD graphics card, which is sad because AMD is very good performance-wise. And even though, yeah, Intel is very good graphics-wise, performance-wise, it isn't the best. Like, yeah, it's good, but it's only good because Windows is giving AMD a handicap. So like, even when AMD gets a handicap, it still manages to outperform it, even if it's just by a little. So yeah. Nvidia is good. I like Nvidia. Right now, I only have an Nvidia video card. This laptop that I have, which I think that you can see on my specs. I think I have a specs thingy. Well, let me see. I should have like a specs thingy on my channel. But Nvidia is good. I like it for video. It is like a very good video processor. I've never tried it as like an actual graphics card though. I have only had experiences with both AMD and Intel, which are the ones that are actually like the graphics heavy like manufacturers. Usually when you're an artist, you get recommended either Intel or AMD, hopefully over generation 7. I have an AMD Ryzen 6000 Series 7, and it is pretty good. It is a little bit outdated now, but hey, it works. And I like working my computers to the bone until they cannot work anymore. So even though it is technically an old one, it has worked great for me. And the performance really shows. In my old computer, I really couldn't stream because my RAM couldn't take it. But now I can stream because I have a new computer. Hello? Hello? Oh. I think that there's something wrong with my mic. Something wrong with my mic not being recognized. Hello. There it is. Yeah, it just isn't being recognized very well. But yeah. I was actually able to stream, thankfully, due to my very haphazard laptop upgrade. Hello, freak! Ooh, I do love that Frida stare emote. It's one of my favorites. Yes. Hello. Well, I mean, if you get spooked by my hellos, doesn't it mean that I'm actually doing a good job as a ghost? After all, I am a part-time illustrator, full-time hunting expert. Blanket Ghost ASMR one? Ooh, that would be cool. I don't know much about ASMR and I don't have a lot of stuff, but it would be super cool to do an ASMR stream with like stuff that I like. My mic isn't the best, so I use a lot of filters to like get it to sound super nice and neat, or as nice and neat as I can make it. But if I were to do an ASMR stream, I would like it to be a super crisp, nice audio. You know, like the one Crony has? I really like Crony's ASMR streams. But I do wonder, like, what stuff people use for ASMR streams, like what props they use. I know that they use like a lot of like stimming and fidget toys, which is nice. Because even though I do really like fidget toys, I don't have many. I tend to lose them very often. Yeah, the dual input. I know that this microphone has the dual input, but I don't use it very often. It would be cool to do an ASMR stream. Maybe that could be like the ending. Fidget spinners! Yeah. Actually, fidget spinners were created like as a tool for people with ADHD and autism so that we could focus in class better. Melt is such a cute song! It is! And it is one of the like very early Miku songs. It was released in 2008, 2009, I think. Oh, baby toys! Yeah, that's true. I have a lot of fabric and paper types because my major at university was actually at graphic arts. Oh well, it was visual arts, but I specialized on graphic arts, so we had to do a lot with paper. A lot of stuff with paper. I like paper engineering. Ooh, running your nails over stuff is also very fun. You know which ASMR channel I really like? It isn't technically a channel, as in like in Twitch, but it is the Tiny Creek School Chef from TikTok. I love water ASMR. It is very nice. So I love it when there's like ASMR that's like water with ice cubes. That is also very good. Water ASMR is basically just like ASMR using water as a tool. Usually running water or objects with water. So there's like ice cubes. Some people use like the little wooden balls. For example, like School Chef has like this little water fountain that has like this little rolling wooden spheres, and it is super relaxing. And he also has like little marbles, and so he shifts the marbles around with his little ladle as if he were making soup. Oh yeah, like the tea kettles or the teapots that go like gluk 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 gluk. Yeah, the glugging ones. Those are super fun too. I really like paper ASMR too. There's also this TikTok channel that is Paper Pepper, written like paper and like the material, and pepper as in the vegetable. And they do like paper ASMR, but they make like these little scenes and they do like very small paper crafts, and it is so cool and so interactive, and I love it. And of course the paper sounds really nice too. I know that there's also like slime ASMR, but the slime that I like the most is actually the crunchy slime. I don't know if I could get it here in Colombia for like a decent price point, or like one that is decent. Maybe I could always just make it myself. But yeah, I like crunchy slime ASMR too. There's also these channels that use like the children's toys for ASMR. As in like roleplay. Yeah, the crunchy slime, you know, like the one that has little like trinkets inside of it, or that have like little foam cubes. That is so good. And even though I don't like touching slime, the texture isn't very pleasurable for me. Just hearing the sounds is very good. That's very, very good. You know another ASMR that I really like, but that right now isn't like done as often anymore? It's paint mixing ASMR. Specifically, the people that used to like freeze their acrylic paint or put it in the freezer, and then they would create this little like scenes with the paint and then mix everything up. That was so cool. There was this lady that I followed on Instagram that she used to do that stuff. But now she doesn't do it as often, and when she does it, it's usually using filters rather than mixing different paints up. So it isn't as visually appealing. But the sound of like the palette mixing everything up is very nice. What other kinds of painting of ASMR I like? I like the makeup roleplay ASMR. The ones where people just like use their makeup brushes over the microphone, or roleplay like you're applying makeup on them. That's also super relaxing. I cannot wear any makeup because of my eczema, but it is like super nice. Just close your eyes and get the experience. Ooh, haircut is also super nice too. I agree. Especially because the snipping noises are so satisfying. Honestly, usually when I get my hair cut, I often almost fall asleep for every single appointment, just because the sound is so relaxing. Yeah, I actually need to go get a haircut. My bangs are getting pretty long now, and they're getting kind of messy. I should go to their hairstylist. Let's see. Tomorrow I would be able to like get some time off and do it. Yeah, spine tingers. It is also very, very good. It makes my brain feel fuzzy but in a good way. And that's great. One ASMR I don't like is eating ASMR. I know many people like it, but since I have sensory issues, already the image of somebody eating, or like just thinking about somebody eating in front of me, gives me the bad brain tingles actually. Yeah, I actually really dislike long hair. I mean, I like the look of it, but the maintenance is a pain. I used to have really long hair. Like, it reached almost my waist, and the upkeep was insane. And now that I have a bob, I am not going back ever. And the thing is that usually when your parents or your family are used to one thing, they get super sad when you change it up. So back when I had my hair long, they were like, "Oh, Ghost, remember when you had a bob cut back when you were a little kid? That was so cute, that was so nice. You should try bobs again." And then when I cut my hair into a bob, I believe when I was like 20, I started wearing my hair in a bob. My mom and my grandma were like, "Oh, Ghost, remember when you had long hair? It was so pretty. And it curled up so nicely. Remember that?" And I'm like, yeah, it curled up so nicely, but the upkeep was a pain. So I'm keeping it in the bob. And now every time like my hair gets longer, my grandma's like, oh, you should wear it out like this more often. I don't like it when you cut it so short because I do like short bobs. I actually often ask for an undercut right at the nape of my neck because one, it feels super nice, and two, since I sweat a lot and because of my eczema, sweating usually irritates my skin. Not having like the nape hair actually helps circulate air better, and so I don't get the rash that I usually get at the back of my neck. So I tend to ask for an undercut. And my grandma's always like, oh but gosh, you look so good with long hair, you should like get your hair longer again. I'm like, no, it's uncomfortable, and also I don't miss the times when I took 1 hour washing my hair. Brushing constantly. Yeah, back when I was a teenager, I also used to brush my hair constantly. It was like both a sensory thing but also a compulsion thing. Because here's the deal. When I was little, I was a lice magnet. I had lice for many years. At least 2 years. And I would be okay when I was out of school. I would be honky-dory. Everything would be okay. But then I went back into school, boom, lice. And it was very bad. You know, like how I have a clotting disorder, so technically my blood is slightly thinner than usual. So because of that, and because I guess lice just like me so much, my pediatrician was like, hey, actually I'm worried that if ghost continues like this, they might become anemic. Because the lice are just draining out the blood out of their body. And I had to take iron supplements and stuff. Oh my goodness, Diego! Welcome! It's been such a long time, but thank you so much for resubscribing! Oh, thank you so much! But yeah, I had a very lice problem. A very bad lice problem for a while. And so here's the thing. I actually had curly hair back when I was little. I had like around 2B, 2C hair. It was thin, but it was quite curly. And if I do say so myself, it was very cute. I love my baby pictures because curly hair is so cute. Yes, it has been so long, Diego. But thank you so much for popping in. So I used to have very curly hair. And well, not very curly. It was 2B, 2C. Like medium curly. Just like my mom's. And because of the lice, they actually use this kind of soap for me. Usually, like soaps that are for lice are very strong. Because they're basically like a pesticide for your hair. And since my lice problem was so persistent, they started using fabric soap. Fabric soap that here in Colombia is called Hatsune. Let me just pull up a picture. But it is like this blue bar of fabric soap that is used for like stillborn stains. But it is a home remedy for lice as well. So every time I was in like summer vacation, and of course I had like my lice problem because I was just out of school, my mom would take me out to the little washing area, and she would like heat up some water so that it would be warm. I wouldn't have to like freeze my skull, and then she would use this bar of soap and rub it all over my head. And since it was a bar of soap, it pulled on my hair and it hurt. But that was the remedy for lice back then. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that it's still being used. And since obviously I had this lice problem and my parents and I had to constantly comb through my hair, wash my hair with like lice remedy soaps and shampoos, eventually my curls just got loosened up. They got I got a chemical burn. And now I have very loose waves. My hair is so wavy, but it isn't as curly as it was anymore. I wish I had pictures right now so that I could show you like the type of hair I had. But now I am like barely a 2A, I think. Yeah, I am a 2A. And you know what the deal is? Is that back in the 2000s, straight hair was sin. And when I had curly hair, I was like, oh, I wish I had straight hair like all of the celebrities have, because there were no celebrities with my hair type, with my hair texture. And when my hair started straightening up, I was so happy for a while. But now that I've grown up, I'm like, yeah, my hair was really pretty when I was little. It's kind of sad that because of the lice problem that I had, I never got to see like my natural hair in its full glory. Especially because my grandparents told me that I look a lot like my mom when she was young. And my mom has the same hair type that I used to have when I was little. So now I wonder, how would I look like now if I had curly hair like my mom used to have, like my mom has? If I hadn't lost the hair to the lice. But yeah, that's another fun fact, that I almost became anemic because I had lice. I was a lice kid. Using shapes has always been so difficult for me. You know, funnily enough, even though I'm an illustrator and an artist, I suck at geometry. I have very bad pattern recognition. Yeah, it's sort of like an impulse at this point. I like singing along to stuff. It helps me concentrate too. I actually have found out, and this was something that I knew back when I was like in middle school, but having some sort of like auditory stimuli helps me a lot when learning. And in fact, I learned very quickly in middle school that drawing or like doodling during class, if it was stuff related to the topic, helped me memorize things better. In fact, a lot of the emotes that we have right now were once doodles that I made at the margin of my notebook back when I was in university. And I have a ton of pictures of just the doodles that I did during class, and all of them are related to the class topics. And out of context, they're so funny. I may actually make a little compilation and show them later on Discord or upload them to Blue Sky and Twitter. Because it's just my little girls reacting to the most insane things ever. For example, we were having like an art history class, and we were actually talking about Bauhaus. Bauhaus is honestly like a very widely hated style because it is so simplistic, but I love Bauhaus. It is so historically rich. And you know why I love Bauhaus? Because Bauhaus was a style that was actually created and developed as a direct protest of Nazi ideologies. So basically, Nazis, when it came to art, they really focused on like anatomical and realistic proportions and very classical painting styles. And Bauhaus was like, you know what? Just because of that, we're going to abstract things even more. We are going to show you that traditionalism, that just because your art is like traditional and classical, it doesn't mean that it's good. And that, in fact, there is like value in conceptual art and simplifying your shapes and understanding shape language and colors. And Bauhaus was like a revolutionary thing. In fact, graphic design owes a lot of its basic techniques to Bauhaus. And the same goes with typography. The Bauhaus typography was super popular, and you can still see it up to this day in some places, especially in the 80s and the 70s. And of course, Bauhaus architecture is hated because it is very plain. But given how Bauhaus's ideology is to create things that were as simple and functional as possible while still being aesthetically pleasing, I get it. I get why people don't like things now, especially now that we have like a very maximalist view and stuff. What? Why? You miss karaoke! I think that the bot is still up on Twitch, but karaoke was April's second boy. You missed it, no! When I was taking song requests. Dang it! Yeah. Fortunately, karaoke stream was April 2nd. Maybe one day. Maybe for next April Fools I'll also do a karaoke stream and make an even sillier sprite to go with it. Yeah, the bot is still up though. I believe that the bot is still up. It goes down tomorrow, I believe, because it expires in 7 days. But it should still be there. Now let's see, March 24, March 20, March 29. Of course, yeah, April 2. It's still there. Yeah, the bot is still there. Let's go. Oh, you want to take care of your kittens. Oh, I love your kittens. They're so cute. I hope that they're all doing okay. Oh shoot, it's 12 a.m. I was telling myself that this would be a short stream. Yeah, I think that it's probably time to sign out. Thank you everyone so much for coming in. Especially since I was pretty low energy today and kind of grumbly. But I am glad that you were able to come in. Let's see who we can rate tonight, actually. Who is online right now? Oh, Singer's Jack is currently streaming. Yeah, let's rate Sailor. It's been a while since we have rated him, actually. Now let's see what he's doing right now. Oh, he's doing some character references. That's so cool. Oh yeah, currently I believe that unscheduled right now. She has Tuesday. So I don't think that she streams tonight. Wait, is she streaming tonight? I don't know if she's streaming. No, she is not. She's not streaming tonight. Wait, I'm saying it's he. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but he streams on Tuesday. Yakuza 0. He's not streaming, but let's see if there's a stream that I can actually catch. He usually starts streaming right after I stop streaming as well, so that'd be nice. Oh, I think that for Friday I could rate him. Yes, let's rate Crony on Friday. That'd be super nice. Also, I want to cheer him up before he goes on break. Oh wait! Crony? You literally just went live! You literally just went live, I just saw the notification. Okay, let's go rate Crony. Let's rate Crony. Yippee! It was on site. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's go rate Crony. Let me refresh the page. Yes! Thank you so much for the cat picture. Thank you so much for the Tumblr. I'm so glad. Remember, this is the random message for followers and for subs. Let me copy it myself. So again, I said that I'm not going to be like super consistent with my stream schedule this week due to my like grandpa situation. But I'll try my best to keep up with stream schedule as usual. Oh, but yeah, he was hospitalized yesterday, right? But yeah, so usually for the people that don't... Yes, updates every week, I love that. So, as I was saying, I'll try my best to be consistent with stream schedule this week. But I'll tell you guys. Thank you, boy. He's not getting better, unfortunately. But, I just hope that he can at least, be comfortable. Yeah. But yeah, usually I stream, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and Saturdays. Grandpa. I don't know if I'll be streaming drawing Wednesday. Maybe I'll stream some games, to mix it up. But right now I am doing a playthrough of, Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. We are doing a run with Osa. And for April, I actually have a lot of stuff planned. I am actually planning on releasing a new regular ghost costume, Jester Ghost. And I'll be adding that costume to Human Ghost this week. As always, please have a nice evening, night, morning, wherever you are. And I'll see you on my next stream, hopefully. There's also the Discord, so that you can join. But good night!